these names, they don't pronounce it well. The British started changing all this name so that if you want to really pronounce it, you will get the Benin meaning there. You get the Benin word. Anything that has to do with the Benin word, the British, the colonial master will change it. That's what they happened to the Ikwere people that I mentioned just now. That Ikwere people, it was the British that changed the original name to the original name. I spelled it just now. When we were there, I spelled it. When I said I-H arrow something and if I don't want to pronounce it, they will change the word so that the word you cannot trace it. Yes, the Ikwere people original name. If I pronounce it, Eriona. Like that is not one. Yes, that is the original. That is the original name of the Ikwere people. That is the original name of the Ikwere people.
Yeah.
The Ikwere people it was the colonial master that changed it.
Yeah.
That is that. Then this Okuta has its own real Benin spelling. You saw that word.
Igweni waredu orofia.
Huh?
Okuta igweni o say ya like ibedu. Igweni na wate Okuta na orofia. Igwe Okuta na. So Olivia do ya like ya.
Mona the power tap I beg because this history I just saw the video and I was like, what? Really? Even the Igbos.
They were arguing. They were arguing.
No, they weren't arguing. I was shocked when I saw the video. I was like, because the Igwe Kontokam is an elderly man. You understand?
Yes,
even the Igbos are from Benin.
His name is Igweze. His name is Igweze.
I'm from Imo State.
Yes.
Mama, not all Igbo. Some places in Igbo land, they are from Benin. Places like Onisha, not all, yeah.
Not all.
Onitsha,
many.
Onisha, Okuta, many inside.
Many.
It's true.
Wow, my brother, please tell us the history of this Okuta beg.
Yes, I will talk about it. I want to talk about it now. Let me just talk a little bit about it so that to just clear the about that Igwe. They pronounce it is Igwe, Ezigwe of Okuta. That's the head of that historianist. They want to call it. I just have to call the Oba of Benin. They will call their own Ezigwe of Okuta. That man that was speaking is the Ezigwe of Okuta. Sorry, he was right. If you look at the history, now he said originally the people of Okuta, pronounced Ngunta, belonged to the ancient kingdom of Benin before they started to migrate. The people of Okuta, they belong to the ancient kingdom of Benin, the present-day Edo State. That is the history, it's very clear. He said this was around the 16th century. Another source says during the reign of Obayewale I. They were Edo soldiers. They were Edo warriors. Something transpired. They left. So okay, let me just talk about it now. Let me talk about it. Then he said, originally, the people of Ngunta, pronounced Ngunta, belonged to the ancient kingdom of Benin before they started to migrate. That was around the 16th century. The migration became inevitable. That means something that they have to do. They have to live. That they use the word inevitable. The migration became inevitable following the series of wars in which the Benin Kingdom was engaged for the purpose of extending their kingdom and wielding greater economic and political power. Furthermore, the iron-handed reign of Obayewale the Great and his successor, Oba Esige, precipitated the migration which affected many other peoples, including Onitsha, Ado, Ase. Yes, it's true. That Ezigwe was very correct. It was during the 16th century, during the reign of Oba Ewari the first. He said during their movement, the people of Okuta sojourn in various places like Ila, Ini, Igara, and Ogbani Iberu, Iberou, popularly known today as Obodo, Akpu Ruekwe in Ubi Oshimiri. He said evidence of Okuta migration from Benin. The evidence of Okuta migration from Benin can be traced to the fact that there are many words that are still being used as an integral part of the typical Okuta language. Moreover, there are certain traditional titles. You see it, certain traditional titles and common names, similar in meaning and pronunciation in Benin, Onitsha, Abo, and other Ogbaru towns. For example, Iyasara, Ogene, Umude, Umuoga. All these things, they derive it from the way that this word is what they used in that Okuta community today. They all derive their origin from Benin. For example, if you look at the word Iyasara, that is the Iyase. That is the Iyase. That's what they call Iyase today. Don't worry, I will explain. Then he said,
so the Iyase, they call it they pronounce it as Iyasara.
Iyasara. They got it from Iyasere. Yes.
The word is coined from Iyase. Iyasere.
Yes. Then we also have Ndanike. They got it from Idaiken, and that is the crown prince. The crown prince of the Okuta is known as Ndanike. They coined it from Idaiken. Then the Iyasara, which is the prime minister, they also got it from Iyasere. Then we have Osara. They say what they pronounce Osere. Many words like that. They have some Esan names. They have some Esan words that they also used in Okuta. They have some Esan words that they also use in Okuta. For example, they have what they call Udo. Odo. Otu. They have similar name in Islam. So if I want to be clear,
Mr. Eloghosa,
because this language is Benin. They are not speaking well, like so.
Listen, the history of the Esan people coming from Benin, we have already dead that one. So when I say Esan, it's Benin. Okay. That's why the chief said.
No, but you have to use Benin. Nothing like Esan.
Okay, they are from the
No, Mama, we should always pay them the respect because they speak the dialect of Esan for today, present day Nigeria. Please, we should always talk Esan. They are Esans.
That's why. Listen,
give them
don't correct me for that. I'm
sorry, Isan.
Who are you respecting her now? Mr. Whitefire.
Not be Odo, you call yours now.
Yes, Odo.
Odo na Benin name now. Na Edo language now.
There's nothing like Isan language.
Where do the say no?
Odo, Edo. Odo
I do not be a who because they
No, Isa is a dialect. Isa is a dialect from Edo language.
Isa is a dialect or it dialect. I do not die. Oh, yeah, Isa.
I don't know.
I don't know mazese. Why me na wane kwazedo? Oye no sisa. Onye do na mazese no isa. My brother, I beg carry on, my brother. Isa not get language. Na Benin language. They speak.
Because today, when we're going to that, we're going to close him now. When I'm not wait for the ronda. We are getting a me will laugh in
I was talking about that. It was because of you. I talked about equality.
I also mean, I
wanted to keep time for you. If not, I would not have talked about equality.
Yeah.
But it's good.
I also not when I walk door. I don't know on your that form.
Let me just clear the air, Madam Yo. Let me just knock everything the way it be. When we talk about the ancient Benin Kingdom, we're talking about the Benin, the Isan, the Urobo, the Shekiri, or what have you. And I already talked about the history and evolution of the Isan people.
Exactly.
I talked about that one. So when I say Isan, you guys should know that they are under Benin's. But I talked about those ones now.
Because they are slaves.
They are from the ancient Benin. So what that chief said, what that man is known as Eze Igwe, is very correct.
I know say that man they very correct. That man was correct because say I tell you for there say my grandmother don't tell me about this Okuta people. And during the time when we say they flee, when they run, there was a time when Oba Konsemi all of them come back before try to retrieve them back. A lot of them not come. They decided to reside for where they run go. These Okuta people, so they were among the people when flew that time.
Yeah.
Even not only that, they are still more. They're many. Now the ones who decide to come out with this, a lot of them were quiet. They refuse to come out.
Some go far, yes.
By the time the more this history now the long they go, the more they try to drag us. The more the rest of them will come out.
We have more than 15
communities. A lot of them
from Southeast.
Let me mention
just 5. Let me mention just 5. From in the place like first Ezike what was it called? Ezike Oba. This Okuta in Imo.
Onitsha.
What was it called? Onitsha, they get king. Now, Onitsha, all these Ezike, they're not to get king like that, but they go come out for you, say they are from, their ancestors are from ancient from ancient Benin Empire. So many more than 15 communities. So if you hear Igbo speaking, if you hear them talking that why are they not answering Igbo, it was because of the Bible and the languages that they use.
That is what I was going to say now. I've only realized.
Maybe you have said it before, but I just want to tell you, it is because of the languages, because of they make three major languages.
Wildlife.
Yeah.
God get to say a person in Wetania, you know, they or say, and we are saying the same thing. Number one, how people are burying names and languages today. Number one, the colonial administrators, they deliberately change people's identity. Especially if that name is Benin, they will remove it from Benin and give it Igbo name.
Because they want to strike. They want to strike the Benin kingdom.
So that next time one more number one. You might finish.
All right.
Number one, the colonial masters deliberately change Benin names to Igbo name. For example, Ikwere people were not called Ikwere. Daniel, pronounce it. The Ikwere people were known as who? Daniel, pronounce it. Daniel,
You tell me pronounce na. Abi they were called Ewere.
Uriona.
huh?
Oh, Uriona yata. Uriona.
Uwu Eriona. The Ikwere people were known as Iwu Iwu Eriona. That will not take him. Daniel pronounced Eba. It was the colonial master that changed it to Ikwere. To look like Igbo name. That's number one.
Sorry, Professor.
Ikwere people were known. There's one Benin name. Pronounce it, sir.
Yeah, Uriona. Uriona.
Wildlife warning. That's number one. The colonial master changed it from Uwu Eriona to Ikwere. That's number one. Then number two, they brought regionalization. And when they started dividing Nigeria into regions, they now put the eastern region in the Igbo, in the hem of affair in the eastern region. Then number three, they introduced the Igbo language. They introduced the Igbo language in schools. They also brought a Bible written in Igbo language in church. One, changing of names, colonial master. Number two, regionalization. Number three, Igbo Bible. Number four, Igbo language in school. Those were the four ways.
Yeah, I want to add one. No, it's just the way I wanted to summarize it. I want to add another. Please, before you speak, Mama. Before, I just want to add this because you know why many people why they begin to change their name was because if you when at that time they made the white men made Nigeria 3 majority tribe. Because if you want to look for work now, if you are not answering the Yoruba names or the Igbo names or the Hausas name, it will be difficult for you to get any job. That was why many people began to change their name and began to speak their language, and they think, Mama here. I just want to stop there.
The innovation is that because without not speaking their language, because they don't mix them together, it's like they need to start to speak their language so that they will feel understand them. Because now they don't share them, join them. According to this Okuta man, they say when they divide state, now they share Okuta join these Imo people. So he said from there, now their language can change. You understand? So now, number two, you get what I want to.
Like, Mommy, also, no go near. I have fear you that.
Thank you. Osabana Epa, Egeni Anata, Egeni, again, I'm with Bill.
Secondly, okay.
We that beg, we just give me 5 minutes. And I'm with the house of I've seen it on the Bima or Power. Nowhere I take I state. For example, maybe well tell you, do feel years about you, but for example, because we must see Kenya understand. A man yet have it where you barbario. Area change. For example, you make as a wish as soon area language ya change. It cannot buy to learn a language in it. Or money to blend with it so that you have a position. In some other things, you understand? Because the great empire
is false.
Yes, because the empire began in a conquer. So any region they have to blend with them. Any language in the change.
But blending with them does not mean that you have to change your identity.
You have to change identity, yeah. Because
Okuta, Epata, Okuta cha.
Yes.
The identity have been changed. They speak Igbo, they Igbo name.
Because when not that do be a Igbo name. One, number two, it's very clear. It's a simple to not this smart. You will do that. Now, Wagena Igbo nania iana do arogia. There is no way because iana escaping yakin. Amari authority niya where maybe umabere wa adawe berewa. You understand? For them to hold on that play, why me na where a troni muna na igwe mu. Ogipo. So for you to a smartness in our need, dear my way very on a power nani and very running a senior bow.
Community Yapua, community no.
If it be ma, and why the day we were even the dating I was.
Mamma, where ancient Bini, what mammy be boy social media.
Our name maker, up by the thing I can't, not the woman, yeah, bad.
Yeah, well, manita, woman.
Yeah, was so caca, oh, booyano. Yeah, so my pocket in the Maga Liliabo. Yeah, so yo.
Okay, make a talk, make a
don't get dog talk by to the wall.
Oh, you Arab beginner and Libya, you have your one. You will never be there. Also, I want to go where I've been. Almost 7 years.
Yes, now.
Almost I mean, yeah. We have my other second. Not the hospital. You are even everywhere, never was in the Bible.
No, do better than we are majority. You do minority. So if any near was here, but no problem. I have money pocket of a
federal one. Yeah, why?
Out of Nigeria, a British Lily Honko was a Abimanike to tell you we might the key. You understand? If for history of Nigeria,
social media, you know, yeah, it is what I believe me. But you know why I'm wishing book not till at you.
You know, a lot of people don't really understand. A lot of people don't really understand.
I want to submit the range of.
A lot of people don't really understand, and people are really confused about this word when they hear the word. Let me explain that word to you. Some people they say, Bidi Percy, and I say if the one that they call the one that chop a drove for abroad, one that not gonna be a job for the that thing, that word, it means you see many regions for Nigeria. 90, let me say 85% na Edo or 90% na Edo. That is why.
For your information, if you live in Africa, West Africa,
yeah, listen, my brother, listen, my sister. That is why that word Edo, because you see this Igwe will come and so he can't come and say he ancestors that from Benin, they relocated or they come off or inside Benin, now they from come. You understand? So imagine that makes the Edos, the leaders and their fathers. You understand? So like this Iguana, when he come out for social media, talk and say, now ancestors from come, his generation, his great grandfathers, now they from come from the great Benin Empire. If this one Benin person go that place, now go that man palace, you think they will not give him that respect? Because he knows say that his brother. He knows say that they still be senior because they left.
They will be very happy now.
So that is why I saw Edo
no. Igbe wa ya ke pa se.
Ondo na Benin na Edo na Benin Ondo na Benin 100%.
In the way, Owijo, they were originally from Edo, Benin Empire. You know, have you been there once? Or when no? What did you tell me? Or when you know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Or what you know time a more a market day?
Of course.
Pau,
I haven't been struck with my milk.
So that Edoni ni madoleji. Ni madoleji sevino jena Yesu ime ya ewoma gogo na meroi edona ni magena ema ya pele bia waji
Akabo.
yes so because ya we no na value mi we no go wa we hot ko va everything we need Jesus so hot ni na ta na we da do ya le da do ya jo ware o because edoni mayanya na dole na gie ka bo ma se vino jina
Imaya for him senior segedo. Amana senior
Etienne Kao, Etienne
let me speak Etienne ancestors for him Edora Duna. Ora Duna, Edo Oba Wiye Denedo, Omare Doku, wa mudia Edo de. Eloghosa, iwe la o here not topa. Iwe de na here wo de gbe fie egbe la ima adeuka tanel oge ivie Yoruba oge na la orudan ekeni ya na boy mema
Yeah, it depends on what they said.
no they have said a lot.
We were not only
saying a lot.
We are ne Yoruba. Nene Yaribana, we ma bege nene of Fife, Kakeme, nene of Lagos. We ma bege to what is I can't remember what is I get on deep way.
Okay, I'll give you a bow. We are mere YouTube, me as Solore.
Very useless people.
Yeah, why you work on the war?
It's always they shit, they rob, they shit, they eat.
On the hour, bring anything, why worry?
Anyone who are.
Anything, yeah, was so because I worry history doing that we are a potato.
Yeah, why if you
ate mama so British no down. The British no mami agbonre. Iya mwe bone.
What I want
let us continue with what the history way they tell us.
I just wanted to give a point. I don't thought they just now. If you look the traditional titles, the traditional titles in Okuta, they get resemblance with the titles in Benin. That's number one. Then number two, that word Okuta is derived from the Benin word Oghu, Ogun. So that Okuta is the corrupt word of the Igbo. That's what I was talking about just now. They read this thing because that place, every settlement you see is named after the first settler. I'll read a little bit for you. He said Okuta was founded during the reign of Oba Ewari the First. Okuta was founded during the reign of Oba Ewari the First. Okuta is named after the Edo general Ogun, Oghu. Okuta is named after the Edo general Ogun, Oghu, who revolted against Oba Ewari I when the international trade in Edo slaves commenced between the Benin and the Portugal. Between Benin and Portugal, General Ogun led Benin soldiers who were opposed to the slave trade across. Led the Benin soldiers, some of the Benin soldiers who were not in agreement with the Oba, who were opposed to them, and what? Ogun led Benin soldiers, Benin soldiers who were opposed to the slave trade across the Benin moat, and led them to the settlement known as that. So they moved. They didn't just, as they were moving, they passed through the moat, over the moat, they were going until they got to that place. So if you look at it, now somebody will be asking, how they can go reach Imo State? They are soldiers. So they are foot soldiers. Now movement the day, ahead. They settled in many places before they finally landed in that place today. You see it now. So the reason why they call that place Okuta is that it was the military warrior that led the soldiers was Ogun.
My people, I will be back. I will come back.
Was Ogun. He said Okuta.
Gogo were not here.
Huh?
Gogo.
It's not Gogo. I don't read the Gogo and Wikipedia. Why will I go and do that?
Why is it Gogo? If you go for one,
they go Wikipedia. Anything I tell, I'm looking for textbooks.
No. If you go Gogo.
No.
Majania.
If not Gogo, you say you go see the truth. If not Gogo, she say if it's not Gogo, that is an history. She say I'm a narrator.
Maybe I want be Gogo and everything. Maybe what is it history? Real corrupted one.
Well, look at what they said there. This is Aoda. Aoda is a corruption of Euda. It is not Aoda. The real spelling, the real Aoda of today. The real word was EHUDA. It was EHUDA that they got the word Aoda. In a mere way of how relate to Bini or a don't name, they will change it. Like we have
Edo, Yawe Eshet Edo, Nimaraze, Eddie no was Zemisu. May I understand?
Cabonia.
The language of the language of the gods, yes. Basic, we are going to he made a Agua me made the minute.
Vijimeno kwa zega nira meno kwa na sema agwa maoni mani yanga ata ye ko to yuto maboya that na be chiri baba ibesena much one not.
If you look at it now, he said that land today was founded by the Edo founders of Okuta. Were part of the Edo army and ancient colonial officers that extended the Edo Empire to the eastern Nigeria. So even the British recognized that the Benin Empire reached eastern Nigeria. The British, they know where they came. Some of the innocent ones, some of the truthful ones, they will say it. That man came out to say today, were founded by Edo soldiers. He founded that place. And the head of that Benin soldiers was Ogun. It is from Ogun that they got the word Okuta. So, because if like as they see Ogo, they call it out to Ogo.
When the reason if you ban a more, Yoruba yana more, so much because Nigeria, yeah, can't history Nigeria, yeah, Castle with a Benin Kingdom, yeah, Kayasun, understand? While I can with symbol in Nigeria, Latin, yeah, come with mask of money Latin. Now, the Iriobania, they are afraid because one way a table here feel with it. The rifle people want to come out. Remind them how to take over. You understand now? Because when take over, there will be okay.
Who be even Yoruba? Now only what's it called? Nobody knows.
Whether now they with us or not they with us.
All right.
Can I speak now?
Introduce yourself, sir.
Introduce yourself and speak.
Okay. I am Mr. Godwin Zeriwe from Okuta.
Okay, sir.
I joined the space a few minutes ago, if you check, just a few minutes ago.
Okay, sir.
I have been listening to you. I was interested and also still interested in the discussion because my community was mentioned by you.
Mm.
Yes, so I decided to join. So so that we can discuss.
Yes. And I would like to, so that when I begin to mention some names, some places, you will be confirming them for me.
Well, the first thing I would like to correct is that the name Ugu, if you know Okuta dey for here. Make I speak broken language so that I go feel the expressive very well.
Okay.
Okuta dey for here. Now white people know spell and well. They go spell am as Oguta.
Okuta.
Are you getting me?
That's what I said.
Yes. So the name Okuta, as I said, I am from Okuta. Are you getting me? And my Ezigwe, I am from Nzeribe family. That is to say, Ezigwe, Ogbo Agutamanze, Nani Chinedu Nzeribe. We are from the same family.
Okay.
So why I would not like to argue more. Are you getting me?
No, we're discussing the history now.
Yes. What happened in Okuta was what we call reverse immigration, reverse migration, or whatsoever. Reverse migration be like, say me, for example, I come, I go Lagos, go stay. After some time, something can happen when I no agree with, or I no accept for Lagos, I return back. That is what happened in Okuta. Reverse migration.
Okay. That thing that you said now.
The history we know in Okuta.
That thing that you said now, where can I get it from? That the reverse migration. Mention the authority of the.
I am from Okuta. I am telling you the history that we know. That I'm from Okuta.
You said something.
But your king said so. Are you rather than your king? You are not from Okuta. You are lying.
Just tell your phone now.
We are not from there. We are not from Okuta.
You said
we are not from there.
You
You are not from there.
They are not from there. People are watching us. Let us be current. You said reverse migration.
Eloghosa. Wait. Eloghosa.
When you were talking,
I know I'm mispronouncing.
What's the problem with you people?
When you are already telling me that I'm lying. I'm not from my own town again. They're already telling me that I'm lying.
This is the problem with you people.
Why?
Oga. When you were
I am not from Benin again. I am not from Okuta.
Are you saying that you think he's lying?
I don't know what's your problem. You said reverse migration.
You guys have already called me a liar.
Okay,
I'm asking you, are you saying your king is lying?
Okay, listen. You said reverse migration is what happened. That's the problem with the Igbos. That's why people like me, I cannot deal with people because none of them listen. You said reverse migration. I said, okay, where did you get it from? That it was reverse migration.
Eloghosa, you have problem with Igbo.
Please,
you have problem with
Epamudia, please. Let's give him the
I want to speak. You are talking about my community. You are not from my community. You are not telling me that I'm lying.
Allow in land. It's going to let us. No, nobody said.
Love it.
Okay, now continue.
Do you know why I said so? Because according to what you said,
are you from Okuta?
Wait.
Oga.
You are not from Okuta. Why should I tell you?
Oga, listen. You come from a place does not mean that you know it all. There are people who are not from that place. They will tell you what is in that place.
Nobody care for those people here, please.
We cannot start tackling everybody this way. Please, allow him land. Let's give him the benefit of
you
that.
Listen. Are you telling me that you're not allowed to land? He said something. I said,
no.
Okay, let me talk. Let me talk. He said something, and I asked him, where did he get that source from? That is the question I asked him. No, not a listing. When he came here, he said, if you are from Okuta, it does not make you know it all. There are some things you may not know that are documented about your community that you can see from research. You said
I
it
am
was
not from
revised.
Aguta. I am from Okuta.
Okay, listen. I'm not disputing it. Nobody agree. Nobody argue with you. You said what happens was a reverse migration. And I said, this thing you said now, where did you get it from? I ask you a simple question. You want to run away by saying, I'm saying you are not from that place. You didn't hear from my mouth. I said, what you said, where did you get it from?
Eloghosa, I don't know if I pronounce your name.
You know, he said one thing. You know, he said one thing. Just not
okay, where you get what you talk just now? Where do you get them from?
Eloghosa, you allow me to
get what you said from?
Are you getting me?
Where did you get it from?
This is my story. This is what our fathers told us.
Okay,
my father from Okuta, reverse migration, told us about it. You are not from Okuta. I am from Okuta. I am not here to argue about your history.
Okay,
history.
Mr. Man, I have one question for you. Mr. Man from Okuta, are you telling us that your king lied, that you people are from Benin? Are you telling us that your king lied? Yes or no?
This is what Ogwagu Nani Chinedu Nzeribe said. Let me explain what he said. Are you getting it? The king did not say his forefathers are from Okuta. He said he talked about Benin Empire, about punitive measures in Benin Empire. When his people, he said his people came back. He did not say they are originally from Benin. He did not say they are.
Listen.
Even the way you speak, even the way they talk, from Anambra, and they talk from. He's an Anambra person.
If I want to talk, let me talk. Like you are not a love it or Sunday or not a banner or where don't talking. Only they relax. Love it. I asked him one question just now. He don't answer me. He said something. I did not argue with him. I said, where did you get that source from? He did not answer me. That's number one. Number two, now, Lovett, ask him again. Ask him another question. Are you saying that what your Ezigwe said is a lie or not? Let him answer.
I feel plan for a make a year well.
Even the guy says not be from Imo.
He said let's settle out that place. That way to talk, eh? You know, say
okay, don't mention my name. I asked you a question, you didn't answer. My sister asked you a question now.
See me wahala.
Are you saying what your Ezigwe said is a lie or a truth?
Because I want to cut it for confusion.
White left, I don't understand you. Your sister asked a question. Listen, let me talk to you.
Confusion, no. Hey.
Listen. Why damn you? You know, when he came here, he said he's from Okuta. Then we allow him to speak. He said what happened is a revised migration. I said, okay, this thing you said now, where did you get it from? Beautiful question. Before he will continue to talk, he will first of all answer me first. Why? Then a little bit. Now they don't know. It doesn't matter because they are recording it. Let us be simple. Okay, let me talk.
You know,
a little bit not Albania. Ona nota, or where are you saying that what your Ezigwe said is a lie or not? We will have listening for you to answer. Don't mind answer. I'm going. You are saying they platform what to attend. Iman no one am nota or nota ni work. That's how I do my thing. When I say something, I will say the source. Then a little bit you not on a banner. Then we don't know where. Then you get one. You cannot talk. When we said something first, he couldn't tell me where he got it from. My sister asked him another question. He didn't answer. You say you get one. I don't do that on my platform. He said he's from Okuta. If you are from Okuta, it does not mean that you know it all. There are some things people will teach you. The books that I have on Okuta, The books that I have on Okuta were written by the Okuta people themselves. The books that I have on the history of Okuta is written by the Okuta people. Written by Okuta people. If anybody is coming here to say it's Okuta, that does not mean that no. I'm not. What I wanted to do with him just now is to mention some names. Mention some names. Mention some names. When I mention, Madam, hold on first. Somebody is speaking now. When I wanted to ask him, after Lovett asked him question, I wanted to ask him again, confirm these names. The reason why I brought him up is not because I want to hear his story. I didn't bring that guy up to listen to him. I brought him up to confirm some names, some titles. That is how I do my thing. You might want to talk, not the history. The history of the Okuta people have been written by scholars, great men. For example, the history of these people.
I don't bring them back. Ask her the names. I don't bring them back.
Eloghosa, I am not here to quarrel with you. You don't already talk, so you don't like Hebrew people. Are you getting me? My Igwe. Are you getting me? You have already said it. Are you from Uguta? Why is your business with Uguta?
This one not his voice is an Anambra voice. I know them. That's why I wanted to listen to him. I just want to listen to him.
Go and listen to your platform. Go and listen to your platform. Listen to who? Somebody come here, come and tell me reverse migration. You want to leave? Why are you listening to him?
La why we work the video name of them yo.
I'm gonna play the video for her.
Mama Bokia.
No more papa. Work the video name of the boy them yo keke sis Miami nota.
Reverse migration. What do you mean of reverse migration? One amion? I can know nine. Am I think answer? I get one. I want to
Where's the migration? Reverse migration. Migrated from where? From where to where?
What time when I say now Okuta the first day, they migrate from Okuta to that place, from that place to Okuta. That be invention when one event. Then he doesn't have anything to say.
My beautiful sister, let me show you books written on Okuta people, the people, or in Yangbon. These things are approved by the federal government. He's telling me, I am not from Okuta. I can tell him about his community through research. And by the time I go there, I will begin to, when I get to a place, I have a first-hand knowledge about a place. When I go to that place, in less than a day, I will understand the community. You know why? The structure of that community is already on my head. When I see this, I say, okay. When I see this, I say, okay. I see this, I say, okay. Now look at books written now. He said, Chief Azogun, Augustine, Nwama, Oshiji, that means Eze Onyibara of Okuta. Okuta Cultural Heritage and Practice. Then we also have another source. Unwa Diaro, Chuku Emekani, Okuta in the Niger Delta. 1999. The other one, we have Anene, Afandi, Perspective in Restoration, Conservation and Management of Okuta Lake. They have a very beautiful lake in Okuta. Okuta is one of the two communities, oil producing community in Imo State. I have not been to them, but these are facts that are documented on Okuta. Then we have so many books. They also have Ofili Obina, a bridge across eternity creation, Lagos. Undupu Afolos, a short cultural history of Okuta. Then we have Asika Ukpambi, East Central State of Nigeria Administration, public statement. Then I also have on that one, Professor Ike Azogun, PhD. Many things. These are books written by the Okuta people themselves. They didn't talk about, I did not read reverse migration. I did not see anything to do with reverse migration in this book. He said it is on a who. That word Okuta, it is the British that corrupted it to Okuta. The real name is Oghu, Ogun. Is an Esan word. It was among the Benin warriors that transited to that area. Ogun is an Esan word. When we talk with authority because we consult. I have 5 books on Okuta. This my beautiful sister, love it. Okay. Almost all the tribes in the east, I have them.
Oh, it's not true to talk because when I bring this video come out for my platform, now make you deliberate on now for your platform because you go play the record again for them. They listen to her.
Wildlife. Look at the video plan. Thank you for joining us. Let us play the music for them. That's how the Onoge of Igwebe came out. They say you don't know what they talk. If you look at the history of the Igwebe,
Where they are time now? Where they are time?
I said that guy not be Okuta. You come from you they live for Okuta, not me say you are from there. You not fit tell me say your king they like what?
Nick Benny,
Okuta has a very rich history as to its origin and autochthonous status. I didn't say autonomous, I say autochthonous.
Okay.
During the I-Do in the Benin Empire, as a result of punitive measures meted out to people in the empire by the then Oba of Benin. People were escaping, so people decided to escape too, to avoid this hegemony of the empire. Because at that time, all the provinces were headed by the princes of Benin. And you had to pay, what you call it, to the vassal state had to pay tributes to the empire every year. And heavy fines and levies were put on people. So people started running away, and our forefathers decided to move towards the east, because there was no way that you could go towards the west. We moved towards the east, and finally we settled in this place about 1600. Since then, Okuta has remained here as the western flank of eastern Nigeria in this area. And during the creation of states, we were first in East Central State.
We were first in East, first. You know, so they call me first, first.
The larger Imo and the current Imo State. Here we are today. Okuta since then has had unbroken monarchical system. That in 19 1959, the throne of Okuta was recognized as a paramountcy by the government of Eastern region at that time. Since then, we've remained where we are as Okuta people. In 1959 also, Okuta was made an urban district by Eastern Nigeria, and will continue to be. Okuta continues to be the local government headquarters of this area of Okuta local government. There used to be a council, the town council in Okuta in the 40s. And that town council evolved. The council was able to build the present local government headquarters. Was where the council was located, and it has remained there. We in this place, we have a good interest. Okuta used to be a trading center before the Civil War, where palm oil and palm produce were exported from here to Liverpool and Southampton in UK. There are vestiges of the presence of the Royal Niger Company. The Royal Niger Company, in fact, arrived in Okuta in 1885. No, 1885, yes. The Royal Niger Company came into Okuta in 1885 and entered into a treaty with Nani Ohanyere, who was then the Ezigbo of Okuta. And Nani Ohanyere was enthroned in 1883, and they got there by 1885. So Nani Ohanyere was the person who received them, the Ezigbo, who received the Royal Niger Company into Okuta. And from here, the members of the Royal Niger Company extended their reach. They were given freedom and opportunity to establish the bridgehead here, which they did. And from here, they went into the hinterlands.
So why the last? What you understand about Okuta talking?
So also it just be that guy talking. You see, now they be the first settler for that place, Okuta, before that people call the join. So that guy, how we say that guy there? He did maybe go to listen. So me say
You see the wildlife. I want to ask wildlife question. Wildlife. What you understand about that? What that man talk that video?
me I don't share. Me I don't feel listed like 2 days ago. I share now. You even did my post. You did my poster. We are share. I know. Now why?
My brother, wildlife. Your pet asked you a question. You say wildlife. What did they make? You see that they shall not make you. My sister, Lovett asked you a question now. He said from that video where you listen, tell us what you understand. Tell us what they listen.
Me I dey inside bus now. I just dey go somewhere. I dey come. I'll join you in a few times. See.
Now you ask you so what you understand by that thing.
If you want go my profile, I don't share.
No, be your profile with the go. Now we not take your profile. Tell us now. People they listen to you. You go and explain.
I dey inside bus. I go explain in a better way.
You see the way Lovett they ask you question.
Yeah. I understand. But I will explain in a better ground for all of us to understand.
Before you get to your tongue, before you get comfortable, let me read it now. He said Okuta, pronounced as Ugunta, belonged to the ancient Benin kingdom, the ancient kingdom of Benin, before they started to migrate. the ancient Benin Kingdom before they started to migrate. It's a series of wars. You see what is that thing where that chief talk now, where that Ezigwe talk, what he talk. Now I see get for his research. He said it's a series of wars in which the Benin Kingdom was engaged for the purpose of extending their kingdom and widening greater economic and political power. Not be Ezigwe talk, not be Ati talk now. You see the correlation. Then also the iron-handed reign of Oba Ewari the Great and his successor Oba Esige precipitated the migration which affected many other people. He said during their migration, the people of Okuta sojourned in various places. Sojourn, that means before they got to that place today, present day Okuta in Imo State, they got to places. They were still migrating. He said places like Ila, Inyi, Igara, Obani, Iberu. They go to this place, they see people, they were moving until they settled in that place. It is the same thing that I have read now. It's what Ezigwe said. And one boy from nowhere said it is what happened is reverse migration. And I asked him, where did he get that thing from? And my beautiful sister asked him, are you saying what that your king said is a lie or a true? What the answer? Okay, the answer and then they all continue to go on. No, car. Anyway, that was what tell me or what tell me. I want me or tell me. That's why when I'm talking, I talk with confidence. When you tell me, say where you for seeing, I'll tell you go to this book. It's not in Google. It's not in Wikipedia. I don't do those things. Textbooks. Textbooks. That word Okuta. He said that word Okuta is also actually from Ugun. Confirm. O-G-H-U. Ugun is an Esan word. I wanted to ask him some of the titles, the coronation, the monarchical system of the Okuta people. They borrow it from the ancient Benin Kingdom. There are some traditional titles. The names are similar to that of the Benins. That is the reason why I say okay.
And the Okuta can also mean Okuta.
Yes. So somebody can contribute. Mama, you can contribute.
My brother, don't vex. May I quick correct one thing again? Correct everyone. Where they use that word Isa enemy? No.
It's not correction, man. That word is from Ogun. Ogun is a
I understand. Not be Isa. Not be no. I understand what you they talk. Now true they talk, but not be from Isa. Isa not get language. It's from Benin.
Mama, Makatoni Nene. We don't talk about the history of
no, but people how do I dare say when the Isa here? Yes,
no, it's not the word Okuta. No, it's from the word Ogun. Ogun is a name. And then some people came from Benin. It's very simple. If I say I should die, meaning I'm wrong now. Okay. They were founded by the Benin soldiers. It was led, I said it before. I said some of the military generals were Beninese. Military generals, some of them were also Esan. I will not change history. I will say the way it is.
But you are the trials they tell you. There's no word is from Esan. They are from Benin.
Spell again. It's O-G what?
O-G-H-U.
O-G.
Who the Zuzu? Sagino Monomo. What? Where's the mom?
Well, actually, if it's an those what I meant. So, why can't use a word because if you do ya.
Madam, what I saw is what I say.
Yes, because if you have to say
somebody said like they used to work.
Because they use to happen
it is this thing now.
Sister Hope, we know you na history yet.
Yeah, this is street.
Mama agree.
That's someone maybe you say where. Isa from Edo.
Mama Budia or Sege Sagani look but history now when no see no suppose history. Veno yaro we manari na na we na be go ero do aro amata do yogi we no time na he over time video in case of tomorrow.
Yeah, why we big man wa be.
No, I no yaro ye ata na nya. But you know where Isa our the iPhone, alright, don't mean Mubani. Don't wear Isa, our correct iPhone. Why you might correct iPhone? Why you might correct iPhone in the history? What the iPhone Isa from the ancient Benin Kingdom. Or yet, every genius. I'm a fear when ye. History near Benny, Yama, or Make Yak Body because of space. Mother stuff. So where one can go? Put that for
Oh, kale kwa. Wale vieni vie kale kwa. Awe pesi fuko wake yari yeye ba.
Malo saoge.
Israel
So where one can the iPhone?
Bugbe opologbe egbe fo follow.
Why I say the other say he sound from Benin Kingdom, Benin Empire.
Okay, Oma. Where the Esan Edo founders of Okuta were part of the Edo army. We're part of the Edo army. And even the colonial officer also agreed that side was part the eastern Nigeria. Some part of the eastern Nigeria were part of the empire. The British know.
Oh, this history now you may have because I want to know more about this Okuta now.
Yes.
When we invite me,
they are true.
Because I want to get
some of the Esan words they are found in Okuta. They used it. Some of the Esan words they are in that place. Yes, they are in that place. It's here. Or where the Esan Edo founders. But that particular mission was headed by a military general. Now the name of that military general was Ogun. Like as we had Eben. The military general the warriors were headed by a military general named Eben. By the time he was returning after the Oko Ida. So since as the general, that settlement, any new settlement will be named after the general. That's why we have Eben. Igweben, settlement of Eben. I understand. Yes, ma. You know, Esa Edo from ancient Benin Empire.
Yes, we are to say Walao. Wabi yapi ya 2020. Although when it's Saka, useless.
I love it in my head, but they came from Benin. They are not one. They are not the same.
Walao, Sister Hope.
I know Sister Hope, Papa.
Walao.
I like you too much, bro. So at the end of the day, the major thing is that it is in ancient Benin Empire. Yes, it has been established. It is true. There's something like.
Hey, son, who are you? Who gives the
from the ancient.
Yes. The person who interviewed that man, not interview. If not, if you ask him. For them, the meaning, will they know the rightful spell if they corrupt the name. You understand? They're supposed to ask that. But you know, say person when go interview and wanted that man to say another thing, but yes, unfortunately, the person was disappointed. They not be waiting go fight for them, not be go here. You understand? If not, I would say maybe not the other way around. If I don't ask and say, what be the meaning of that Okuta? You understand?
In Okuta, there's a word they use uko. They still use that word uko. It's Benin.
Yes, uko.
Uko. UKO.
Yes.
Uko. Messenger.
Yes.
Uko. They use that word. They still use that word in Okuta. Uko. They use that word.
Uko ni Wagania. If you look at now, Uko. Na Bini word, but if it's someone called Uko, they'll say Uko. Uko. He already have here with you. So that
yes,
is
I'm telling you. What we're talking about
Isa.
Yes. What we're talking about is we're talking about Bini. The other house.
Yeah, exactly. They will remember that house forever. Your one, no. Why don't you say when you talk about the boy who died?
No, I'm with you. I understand your point, man. I understand your point. Yeah, I understand you well.
That's all.
Pardon, you get the history, Nene. I be more euro, no go ye collective.
More year on here. The funeral activity, the way they do that funeral is the same thing they do with the same thing with the Benin zone. And before you can become, they have a crown prince, Okuta. They have Iyasere, which is the prime minister. They have it in Okuta. They have the crown prince. They also have it. And before you can become Ezigwe, both the father and the mother must have passed. Unlike in other part of the Igbo, where the father or the mother will still be alive, they can crown you Igwe. No, it's not like that in Okuta. Then if you look at there are so many things. And the water upa finish, now finish upa. It's like the bad price, everything. Like let me just look at so many things to talk about, so many things. But the basic thing is that what that man said is right. There's nothing like reverse migration. Are you with me? They use the word.
They get everything.
Of course, when you see that man,
I get it because there's nothing like
knows everything.
reverse migration. One, the person where go up, that person you come. The person just come here cause confusion because you know come outside. I may not be able to move here, but you will because when no say Nina go.
I'm on if the person call again.
No need. If you not see Nina attack, it was that you understand the mission. When a piece like this on a platform, me and una telling no make it
exactly. Yes, I not get history.
Yes, a different request. Yeah, when you ask them, instead they will be beating around the bush to cause more confusion. You understand? So, and with this history of Okuta now, so the way they try to beat around the bush to make everything take chaos. Just for her to create another content for
yes, I don't know what give her that opportunity.
Thank you. I understand that. That's why I say, let me answer that question. Say you the thought say your king they lie. You understand? I ask and say you the thought say your king they lie. Yes or no?
No, you not going to behave like this. When you talk say Igwebe no there, don't say no get when you come back. Come talk say
because I know say na content you want use this one start another saga. I understand that when it comes up, I know it's plan.
You imagine?
That's why I try to just let her shut her up, make it not talk past them. Because not be waiting with the year can't do be that.
We'll continue the Okuta. We never finish. There are so many things I have to talk about.
Before this Igwe of Okuta comment. Can't all this thing. Nobody go bribe her, nobody go force her say you must comment. He came back because he knows his roots. He knows where he came from. And that man will continue to tell his children, his grandchildren, his generation to come, his people, where they migrated from, so that they go know, make them for not lost. There's nothing like when you know where you are coming from. No, nothing better pass or read that thing. That thing makes you a somebody. When you know where you are from, when you know whom you are, I tell you, any big way. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's nothing like somebody knowing where he or she came from or migrated from. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's just the fact. Forget say we they do all this so about a vessel to but this song today, they still they talk believe all this is song. But as they talk, some of them they know that they are under the Benin. They know that they are under us and they remain under us forever. But I respect people that
thank
really
you.
wait.
I enjoy your class today.
Oh, I will continue. Anytime I will send you message because now you bring the topic.
No, bet me I want to take this one. Oh, you know when never. Oh, you sound with him.
Etile, eu sakuwa. Me kovie sawegi me vai ria geleti ai me ya kana buta wi ifofua. La gogo yo vie sa o.
Sa bo agu ai san. Ai san ya.
Ya dororo ki.
Wa to
Okwo back you.
Okwo ba doga.
Thank you.
Woman made that word ogba. Now the pronunciation. That word. Oh, you mean like ogba?
Yes, ogba. When I have to ogba gama ogba. Yes.
Now that where Ikwere was not their initial name. It was the colonial master that changed it to Ikwere.
Yeah.
Then that's the real word just now. That's number one. Then you see the word ekpeye, ogba people. That not be for Benin. Now that Benin word ogba. Ogba fence.
Yes.
So that word ogba in River State is ogba in Benin to fence. Look at it here. He said ogba means boundary fence.
Exactly.
We suggest that the people now known as ogba people in River State who claim Edo heritage are descendants of ancient Edo custom and immigrant officers. So the real pronunciation is OGBA. Pronounce it the way you pronounce it is Agbogba Gani, Ogba. Agbogba Gani,
Ogba.
Confirm. It's a Benin word. They didn't change that one, but they changed that pronounce it. Daniel, don't pronounce it. I've pronounce it.
They were pronouncing them wrongly.
Daniel,
a pronunciation is corrupt.
I hope. Daniel, Daniel.
Ugwigi gbada bi ugwigi biona. Ugwigi biona.
Oyi ara ati Ikwere. Ebo fia werie to Ikwere.
But Eloghosa when I get atemata. Wa ga eri na atemata. Ona oge maybe gawa temata. Be Nigeria ni asewo. Ogbe kemi ewo. No na mi ewe edo ere ewo ni ase olowo. It's hard because I don't do research for this thing. Before you see language where they say they not get one word where be Benin or many words where be Benin language. It's hard. Edo great be Edo. Ogwohia big potoki ogwohia gbebo.
Oh yeah, wow.
Edo guy Nigeria there. Edo salo bo ade
let me ask you what you said. If the federal government, I want the federal government to dare me. I'm coming, Eloghosa, your federal government dare me. If you introduce history into primary, secondary, polytechnic, college of education, university, all the things, all the 100 things they will talk about, 99% of them will be on Benin. Federal government, dare me, I know the
yes, exactly.
Introduce history into Nigeria.
Not be politics. Now Benin supposed to be the number one major language for Nigeria.
God bless you.
Politics is one of yeah. Oh, go here, bebo. Oh, go here, what they black enough your boy.
99% of the history. 99% will be on the. Hold on. When you talk about 100 things, out of the 100 things, 100 topics, 99 of the topics will be centered on the Benin. Then we are teaching history in the West. They are teaching history, they will mention Benin. The Yoruba will start asking, are we doing Benin history or we are doing history? Try it. Go to the East, the same thing.
There's no history in any, all the region for Nigeria. There's none of the history where you they talk about where Benin history not will come up there.
If you know that history never complete.
It never complete. It means say, ah God, don't think me Baba.
You well,
don't think me
my sister.
Where see what thank you. Where see you get
Ogba, or you know. Ogba.
Hey.
Ogba is fence in Benin boundary.
Yeah, where do I saw you more? I'm not gonna walk out of yes, yeah, not so yeah. We don't go carry your picture of our coven. You know, go sleep the daybreak. I don't wake up. It's not ancestor. I don't wake up.
That word, mommy, they will not do anything. Mommy, let us leave, eh? Even that word.
You know what you don't even have your own word. Don't who be me now. You got your name watch it.
Even that word. That word, Aoda, is the real word is EHUDA, and that word, na Benin word.
Nice. See why? It ain't go take why. Now see the reason why we had done where a door is yagbo. Oh, hello, boy. A dog
so that the harbor get not good rich Oyibo, and they call the sick asylum for you.
No, we did get the whole of that.
They go everywhere. Don't see them will look like Benin. People say, yeah, get them will look.
Don't say that way, boy.
Hey, get time. Oviedo, respect. Especially when in Nate Osasuna or respect, and you know, especially in Nate Pedrosa, Osa, especially me. What be wa last card? Check up. A country you never in the Senate to at all.
Benin Republic in Atana, when the country thought to Benin, it's Benin Republic.
Benin Republic.
Then the dog as a dog Benin, a great Benin Empire come great rich, we see go with that side.
Mommy, why they not get sense?
Nah, there's nothing.
Nigeria supposed to use that. Which country not now still get that land?
There's nothing like Wazobia again because that Wazobia now politics they carry that Wazobia come. Now we get the whole of Africa. If you are not here to do something, don't to the world. But why? Manya. Nigeria to wait very mania, Africa.
Africa no evidence. All bad nato ya say we believe ya say
even this word, they'll say rumume. That rumu, they coined it from the word idumu. That's how they coined. That's how the British could not pronounce it as idumu. They will not call it rumume. That is all this words.
You see that idumu when you still call so. Idumu no. Yes,
now because Esa borrowed their words from us. Yes, they borrowed their words. All the words you see in Esa land, some people borrowed it from the Benin. They now wanted to change it through the spelling and the pronunciation. But originally, those words are Benin words.
As long as they borrow from us, thank you for that language. Now, if you borrow something, you will give back to the other. Now, Esa, we need to borrow from our land. Give us back. Oh, our language, when they speak, we need our language back. Now, borrow.
Isa, say, Ebale.
We need our language back. When I say yeah, we here. What I can't give us our language back?
Ituwa mama ituwa wayawa wesi. Happy weekend enjoyment.
Happy Easter.
Eloghosa call. Even me I've been listening since in water wadeyo. Wala wa gekwe mowa. Why relate? I never give respect to the enemy. I never you make a peace with your enemy.
At all. Not
for the peace will be made. So that next time they will not repeat that kind of nonsense again. You understand? Because my labor even till now we have not get anything from the Nigeria. For we to fight with them, we now started migrating again. migrated to Europe, Mayagwale daily pastor, and someone will still come and still badging on us. I give a bow, our own black. They know the truth. They don't want to give us the fact, and they don't want to give us the respect.
Very unfortunate.
Huh? It's so very. If we are moving, even the white people that looted the Benin Kingdom, they still recognize us. They did not change the name from even the artifact. They did not change.
They don't just recognize the law. They respect us till today.
Yeah. They not even change the artifact. They still write it Benin artifact, Benin Kingdom.
Exactly.
Because of jealousy and wickedness.
Because
even let's say it like this, Eloghosa. In that 36 state, do know que we are finding the Edo people. It's not the Eco. We can find the do you think after Eco Malawebo, are we dragging things for them in every state? But here at the state, man, go to the Edo state. Do you even Edo side? Do you hear unwe trapping or river? That we are accommodating, that they are dragging our food, even the Igbos. Go and look at them. Even the Esan still migrated from the Esan Central. Here my Totayogwa. Here you give him a fue. Here you give him a fue. Still just worry respect in him.
Look at the Yariba people. Yariba people. We don't
all of them.
Now the food beneath.
Instead of few people to say the fact, and we are not sure you guys. The Benin land is a peaceful land to everybody to stay, but give us the respect. Respect us.
Now it's a whole useless pass. Those people,
if you can have any la wa settle in. And the market na Bamehia might do a disrespected be in the public face of the enemy. Emma. Because Igbinado Ado Sibio Segevu. Okay, na see me why we go see me where Ugwale friendship where one more with Ado. I know that some people are my brother, but when they remove that brother, that territory, I will still tell them they are not my brother. I will still deal with them. Oti Emani why do team mine, or that is a gwogbe. Odo seke nehi and say we wa igbele ado when we gonna that is a gbinaboe. Ado ti agboya adiko ado tota we wasunu ado nana ado yene no ri abinoro ado begu tota ri ria. Eri okangaye. This year we been an adio ima akedi agbelia. I is awe wo isunu wo dona. Eri okangaye awe wa gatia. Womo bosu na ado niye mani wan. They not see it. And if you do so that way, gage what the better any. If you do nita and when you are trying to rob shoulder with the enemy, if you got bugwa, because on a personal issue, this is a kingdom issue. A carano guedo where you play where do you caricature. Udo ya where your whole things where they no really tired. If I decide I go decide, I come out. You better enter his house. I hear me do tonakon. Where you are you stand where. And be seen
Why is it that you why can't you people just give your life to Christ? This is the time.
Which Christ? Which what you are saying? What you are saying?
Come up again. Yariba. You are come up again. Come on,
go see, do more talent. Don't use shit.
Come bring her, come back. Oh,
wow. We are making living. Oh, you're not for the aggressive people.
Let's talk one.
You don't chop shit today.
Let's talk one after the other.
Shut up,
you told me you were insulting person. You were insulting the people here. You interfere. You don't even give respect.
Shut up, and they talk. Shut up. Now, beneath person they talk. And no person they talk. Shut up. Your papa don't shop shit today.
So that I'm your ass.
Shit, your papa don't shop.
If you want to talk to me,
shitty for us. How are you? Shay!
The ancestor where they small Morocco. Your ancestors so
your nurse don't where you do the fucking house. No,
Don't be barking like a dog.
Oh, Gumpa Mojua, no, go to the Gua Bear, Agua Big One. Oh, Gumpa, shut up it. Shut up it. Shut up. I said shut up. When I say shut up, you shut up. You don't talk when I say shut up. Shut up. Agua Bear you are. Oh, go back, Yariba, shit. How many shit your papa don't shop today? I don't shit 3 times today. Make your papa come chop. Your pikin must shop my shit. Your papa must shop my shit. Your mama Toto. Your mama Toto go see you when fuck your mama, you give her belly. May God punish your generation. May God punish your generation. Go see your mama Toto. Now let the chook put. Your mama Toto, your mama when you come in, if you need your chook left for your mama Toto, no Yariba, go and buy yourself. And then you are a shitty. You are a shitty. You eat with shit. Everywhere do what you the chop shitty. You are a fool. You are a fool and it shall never be well with you. Oh, go must buy your picking for your eye. This year you will never know people. Useless boy, your nurse you don't bear. Your nurse you don't bear. People way far from sky. Una far from sky, una from come. Una not from come. Shame on you people. Useless idiot. Shame on you. Don't up your mouth, Yari Baba Bobo. Yari Baba, Yari Bobo, Yari Baba. Do do what from from sky, useless people. Oh, you do away from sky. You go buy your children, go buy for you. You will bury your children. You will bury your children. Only Buluku. You will bury your children. Amo jati jati. Wow.
I was saying why you go back to read or go back to this stupid people. You go soon now, na even get caution. You go don't spoil all of my caution. I don't show that to politics. I don't matter like like pegogo tere yon, pegogo wapo yon, pegogo especially no one
no good don't worry you. No good when you are now here. Yes. What are they? Again, what are you doing? You are not two. When are they?
I say, anybody.
Pẹ̀lú ẹ̀sán lórí burúkú. Pẹ̀lú ẹ̀sán mọ̀jẹ̀ jíjẹ̀ jí. Pẹ̀lú ẹ̀sán àgbà fẹ́ra mi jù wá. Gúrú ogun ìgbò
Ìrí Yorùbá yẹ kí wá sẹ́kẹ̀ wà rẹ̀.
Ogún àgbòlúwà, Adé.
Ogún ìwẹ́nu ya gbé Yorùbá o. Ogún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ogún ìrọ̀mọ́yà o. Ogún jẹ́ wà gbẹ o.
Why you wrong?
Ṣé mi dey come up? Wọ́n lọ dé.
Why you come on Ogungbo ẹ̀?
Ogún ṣe. Ogún ayé àbí ọkọ rẹ̀.
Ọkọ rere wọn o.
Àbẹ̀ náà yìí.
Mo kí owó parí school wa.
La mọ́nà tó rẹ̀ ẹ̀ o.
Ọmọ rere wa.
Ogún parí school ó sùn wú wa.
Mọ́nà tó rẹ̀. La
Ogún parí school ó sùn wú.
Wà á blọ́kẹ́ bọ̀ kí fẹ́ sí lórí ọba ibi. Amú àjọ dùkọ̀ yìí. Wà wọ́n ní mẹ́tọ́ àgbo orí ọba gbọ́n. Wọ́n sì pọ̀ níbi. Amú àjọ dùkọ̀.
Mo fẹ́ blọ́kẹ́ yìí má de ọgbẹ́ o.
Wà á mú orí ọba àjọ dùkọ̀ ní kí méje. Mẹ́kọ̀ orí ọba wà wà.
Èyí lẹ́wà. Èkó emú ẹ̀.
Unu ha rije na ogi ofa ni no gune.
Ada bloka.
Senior, you be Benin, abi you be Yariba, abi you be Sebe.
Where you come from, senior?
Get that ogun wa le.
It's over, yo.
Senior, so you get my to kere. Ogun o te corona.
Zageta. Senior, wa kere.
Oviedo.
Sabe no que beto? Tá.
One there.
De kunu gba to yi.
Elagi san, etwe. Yes, calm down. Yes, was we am. What about him? I don't understand.
Okay, senior, you are not one.
Oh, goodness, them are even what goodness to them.
Why we are giving them
okay. I mean, only tower. I mean, no, wasunu na. You only wa and my daisy. But a major problem in my
the major problem the getter. I got payment. Who was a getter? You make it understand. The major no
okay, then you was able on your master.
Don't then what happened?
Okay, I mean, only tower. Well, where do ni mayeni? Where we Yagumas Simoto. Okay, ni ma we. Ni was able with Edom on my clear video. So that ni wa meti expressing the say. So what I try to say, we have a major issue at mostly in Edo Center because this issue is not being looked into. For example, now these foreigners, like all these people, although we thought okay, these people they are from us, maybe Awiye Shekiri.
Well, we for Edo Central, it's not to tell me where you come from.
I mean Edo South, sorry, not me, Edo South.
So we now come for Central.
Mama say I know go, say I know now.
Now when I call it, say, oh, what you can okay, Central we okay. So I
will say if you deceive yourself, they deceive your identity. Now your papa.
Oh, what? I want to relax. I need to see myself. So with that, chat, we say we having a major issue. Like from Gele and all those, I will on the Edo, I will checking Agwimasimi or kicking in my women. You understand? We need to do something to stop this thing because we can't, because based on all the history, they don't bancanize us, they cut our territory because we don't need to lose majority of our land to all these people. All in name of say we accommodate these people. So we there try to talk, we say we need to look for a solution one way or the other. At least all these foreigners they park into our state. We need to check them or put them in place because, for example, now, if you go majority of the village right there around Edo, this thing, young people not there again, like so old people, and all these people where they come from, all these the east, they park, they troop enter this village, and they'll say they'll go to work for them, they'll born for them, they'll make children for them. Maybe after they just stay there for 15 years.
It makes sense.
Maybe after they just stay there for 15 years, later.
Senior, wait. Sorry to interject you.
No problem.
That thing, nobody fit collect village for any Edoma hand.
No, wait. Okay.
We feel leave for a time for them. When the development on the enter, you see the real owner will return back. Many communities today where it develop for our side, we never hear say now why it going to be like on the
so from for don't want me from calling not there.
You understand? Wait. I understand you. What you are saying, people dey grand. For my mama place now, for my village, you not go fit tell me say I go here and I say now why you going to come the control because say we come up for that village.
All those places.
You understand? Even the same thing where you dey talk, so people dey that community, no matter situation, they know it need a day. That's why we get John. That's why we get Kayele. We dey retrieve am again till today. He dey there. The same thing where we dey tackle so. Where some people want collect our history for us. Now we still they do so. Whether they taught their history, get themselves. So they taught people get themselves. Like the same thing now. Like the same thing we did here. When some people come they read history, go left and right. They confuse people against us. These are the same thing. You understand? Nobody can collect Edo village. You understand? Nobody fit collect Edo village. Edo man, Edo woman, they know their village.
We know it, but what are the try? The point me the try.
Me just give a point finish. Yeah.
The point me the try they make we say, okay, we don't say this thing, but if you look news now, you see. For no, I take Ologbo as a case study. You see all those people now, you know what they suffer there. They follow the job. There's some people they go to sell land. If you go to now, who go to everybody know one part of our history is part of our history. See Gele. If you go to those Okada, these are people we allow them to come, give them place.
My brother, even that Gele, you know, say the loss of sit down, we don't drive the cupboard now.
You know what happen. You know protests will happen now. So what
my brother, may I tell you, more than they understand issue. All these places, now those governments, now they rule everywhere. You understand? You not fit collect land under Edo state government. Except now the one where Obaseki they do. You understand me? Now Edo governor, now they control those territories. After I say we gave our governor. We have right to collect our territory back. Yes. When we not go, they put back president, we go sell us to outsider. That is the case. That's why we must go to inside politics and put the right person. When politics come, to choose the right person.
That is how we are going to fight back. Now to put the right person where you know where from come, where they respect where from come, not be person like Obaseki. So you see this one this. Yeah, so we will take fight on my brother.
Anyway, I'm not going to stress the matter, but
that
we have
if you balance for the Gelegele,
you are right. You are very right. But my brother, senior, I want to ask one question. Since we all these people, they do all this nonsense, they throw words to their generation. You don't climb up also, Sha.
Definitely. We are talking. Why the reason? Waiting to happen. So me, I don't like him. You understand? So I don't like him. I don't. Majority of the time, I listen. You understand? You say when you don't, I will go. I want to put on this.
I want to ask you that question. You believe say what we are talking about? We the Edos, the real Edos. You understand? Mani if mani do no one yet do mani will be me. You believe you were my most are no boy apart from what banner do.
Definitely. If not be Oba, who want to go they call our God? Or be so I be this thing. There's our God. When we are growing up, I met a few your God. I understand. I see all these people will come now. Social media all in the name of they give the opportunity.
Yeah.
You understand? So Now I'll be our God. That one no.
So, my brother,
So you don't know.
you don't get any of that God who they serve apart from one planet.
Why did the fear man?
Nah, don't see your name. See your in case if I see you next time, I'm not gonna ask.
No, but me and you don't, we don't do the same life. I don't understand.
My brother, you just speak well. But the company has a problem.
I get baby.
Thomas Basse, Poma Basse,
Amanda.
They put back, but they don't back, but I'm
one note. What is going on?
I'm a do.
I mean, in my able that, imagine, no, say, you can know.
One no, problem.
My brother, I'm a bit of Nigeria.
Yeah, well, in Nigeria, I hear not be. Where do?
Oh, no, in one.
The problem are when we were growing up, say we even talked this thing yesterday. When you grow up, they'll say, well, they speak your language, always speak English, do this one, even if you go to school, and majority of the time, and now we'll foresee it should be this one. Edo language need to be taught in school. I told we have this discussion yesterday. Edo language, whether
they teach before for our time, I don't know why they
don't teach again, understand? At least this one go help.
Edo language for
I know, I understand where they talk, they go, my brother, because you know why? My younger brother, my mama last born, now 3 of us mama born. Mama last born, he had the same issue. Because why? My grandmother house, there were a lot of different people there. Afema, Isa, now I rent my grandmother house. So now so 9. Now my grandmother, now I can't even make my brother speak Benin today. You understand? And you understand? Because the
again and Benin movies.
So 9.
Benin movies. If we watch Benin movies, at least it help.
Let's say something. If you make but the thing is, if you want to watch Benin movie, where you want to teach you how to speak Benin. Not the other one that they do, so the one where the ebony they do all those ones, any wazo or any kiza. You go watch the old school.
Exactly.
Everything also let do them back bear.
I will be cultural dance group. Exactly.
Those are the movie you watch. Where go teach you. Because some ebony. What did you say?
Eloghosa supposed to know me, sir. Because I only come always because just once in a while if I want to contribute.
What I want to tell you is this. For the control of our land in Edo State. You see, what you are seeing now, about some people coming out to come and be challenging, they are trying to drag land.
Exactly.
It is Obaseki that empower them. That is why, if you want, it is good for us to involve in politics and governance, directly or indirectly. Now, one of the primary criteria that we should use in deciding who will be the governor of Edo State to be an aspirant who has respect for the traditional institution in Edo State. When we continue to do that, our land will be well protected. Like, you see what those people are doing now. When I look at them, for me, as a teacher in government and politics, when I saw those things, I recall, I said this thing was what they wanted to do in Edo State. If Aswan Ighodalo had become the governor of Edo State, if Aswan Ighodalo had been the governor of Edo State, this thing that you are seeing now, they have already planned it. They have already planned it. I hope you were aware that the Obaseki bought flying boat for some people in the Riverland area.
No, I was not aware.
Yes, he bought them flying boat. These are our people now want to drag our land with us. So, if we want to get it right, we should always encourage a gubernatorial aspirant that has respect for the tradition
For the palace.
of the palace.
Exactly.
You saw what Obaseki did in some areas. He took people's land and sold it to foreigners. He sold it to Chinese people.
But you know one thing I like about the Edo as the great Ubini people? One thing I love about them, may I tell you something? No go pull handle. You know what? When Obaseki came initially, we
supported him. Yeah.
We supported him. All the Edos, the Benin, we all supported him. But when he fuck up, my brother, okay, hell no, I just the talk him. When he fuck up, as the dry leg come out, what happen? Now now people, the Benin we put out there, now we still remove and get here. Obaseki not there for Benin, he not even there for Nigeria, he run for his life.
Anything Obaseki.
Oh, no, go try Benin people. We can fight for ourselves,
Anything Obaseki.
Palace. We can fight for that palace. Me, I think fight for that palace. You want
definitely. I'm even not there for this thing. Not say if the bankada.
The Eloghosa. Come on. I go feel answer this guy question. Ma, ask this guy a question for just 1 minute, please. Bro, you speak about land. Do you know the real issue of Nigeria? As in, if you bought any land from Nigeria grant, any part of Nigeria, when you bought any land, do you know how many span of the land that you have to stay? How many years of the land that you have to stay? Do you know the constitution that govern around the land? Do you know?
No, I don't know if you can tell me.
You don't know? Okay, let me educate you. Land in Nigeria, Land in Nigeria, wherever you bought land, once it is completing 100 years, you have to evacuate that land. That land does not belong to you anymore. You understand? It does not belong to you. Bro, we are even fighting right now to reduce it to 50 years because 100 years is too much. You understand? Before, it is 100 years. Like as I speak, it is 100 years. But we are still fighting to reduce that lifespan of land to 50 years. So you shouldn't say you bought land.
The land 5 years or 2 years.
You shouldn't be speaking that you bought land. That land belongs to you forever. It doesn't work that way.
No,
go and read the issue of land.
Now they see this thing from this direction. We dey get other foreigners in our own land dragging, causing chaos. You understand? Trying to drag something. We need to
only go after
so this one,
you know, woman may say,
if I understand you,
this thing you are saying now, the solution to it is the governor. That land, those land,
thank you, Eloghosa, thank you.
Federal government don't already demarcate those areas.
Exactly.
Gele, Uwoto, they are for the Edo people.
Already the map of the Edo people.
It's already there. Don't you see what the secretary to the BTC said? He said they are settlers. Listen to the secretary of the Benin Territorial Council, Pairabo, where those people are settlers.
Yes, man.
Molok Bene.
Ugoto, what you know Ugoto for? How Ugoto name Layowa?
Another thing.
The foreigners can take sorry. The foreigners can take a little place in the community, but they cannot hold the community.
Another thing again we need to
all this thing you are seeing was the hard work of Obaseki. The Obaseki power they gave them boldness. If Asma Godao had been governor, you for sure say they will get different
They will get
different traditional title holders.
Now you see some people they don't support the governor, the present governor of Edo State because he's loyal to the palace and you understand. So because he not continue from where Obaseki
if you see what Obaseki did to Okoromi, if you are a governor, you can even do it to the foreigners, even though they have some place in the community. You can revoke their say of O. That is the fact.
Exactly.
If the governor have the strength to take a full village, you understand? That is why we have to be careful to not plant our enemy in the government house.
Yes.
To not sell her to the enemies.
Yes. So what you are seeing is the hard work of Obaseki. for people who were settlers for
Do you
years.
Do you know the reason why all these some people why they came online to start claiming what they are not? Because Obaseki gave some of them staff as in chief of staff. And so they were supporting Obaseki. Do you know that the present governor, our present governor, Edo State governor, the present one, he collected all these staffs. That is why they are, you see the Easterns, they are against him, they don't like him. I'm telling you the facts.
That is true.
Any cow is walking. You understand? The gods of our great land is walking, they are not asleep.
But another thing we're having again, one another, so we're having a security issue which is not being talked about.
Yes.
And are you condemned? No.
When we not see a senior, our community people, it is their fault. If people in the community can team up to be selling lands, why can't they team up to be protecting?
Exactly. That is what we have to
really answer about the security in Otima Taba, you know.
Okay.
Otima was the governor who recently, you know, we are Rumi. We pass a to law. So away destroying of house. Onima said so by hand giving here or mujo. So yeah, pass on it. And the whole security vigilante, yeah, pass them into civil servant, you know. And separate. And the man awareness.
He went 20 years ago.
Awareness. So okay,
when they fuck up, I think 20 years ago,
or tackle the security issue now. I don't know more than why we did can. I don't know where more than we are now. I don't remember because I felt baby. Oh, did it? I for you.
Madam, you know, support where we go. Madam,
we don't win now.
I don't even fuck up you. I don't fear for her.
Oh, what, baby?
Put down Monowa, you know, you don't know, you never. Obviously, no, said the son of one way, Baba.
If I swear, would have been crying.
But listen, I want to tell you one thing. I turn and now with the task when we or when I done all be well, but
cannot be do anything.
My day for no say, my day now for no say bidni. I get do ya turn akon. I so far say he do rich. I gbemo, ona top. You know, I motor. So if I still come there, come constitute in news as this I swear now that they call and be not soon like me. He go still collect. Now we be the great adults. Don't play with the adults. Don't play with us. So don't play with our ancestors. You know
do you know the meaning of where urban not the transfer? Our team, even any governor come. If he locate our thing, give any person. But if a doma, the real doma come, he go carry out for your hand again. Bring it back to the owner. I'm motor ye. You cannot collect any edoma things and go free. You not go fit carry and go another land. That money the fee they take, they come out. That's all. Now that money the fee they take, they come out. They will call kiosk, finish. But other person come,
if any government misbehave for another state, that is for bidding. For a do that got the dog bath. Like dog people.
I don't know about you.
Who is your father? You don't know a BTC record. Who is your father? Obaseki might answer a question. No. Abiwe. Ekinwe Dona. Answer a question.
I will call do Obaseki rich. My brother, you know so Obaseki don't even there for Nigeria. He ain't level. Do you go America? Yeah, we have to America. Iba huela ha. Iba huela ha.
The time of a regular autonomy. Today, where about the land? Or met him where
But if we say we'll talk the truth, Obaseki cannot do anything for Edo for 8 years or nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
He not
But
do
the Asian people were supporting.
You want to collect artifacts
a very useless governor. I don't know what people will praise him for. You not do one thing. Go the road with they all those Soknoba road, all those go see inside this GRA, Porto Fuller. That guy not do one thing.
Not do
one road, very useless man. They tell you if you go GRA at that time, you look the way how everywhere think you know the reasons. I've been abroad you day. If you not go at that, you think saying abroad day. Well, go GRA now.
People the lucky when you come that way. After for where I was the former governor of Edo State.
If I don't want, I mean the Lord.
I mean the Lord is good, but we are doing here.
We are doing. Senior, I beg you, get what I want to tell you. See, you see that Gele, the case, they don't judge. All these things what they see for social media now, waiting don't pass 8 years ago. Because they can't come out, they can't apologize. If job people can't apologize, say they don't where Oba forgive them, say they want to stay there. Even when the don't you say they don't go.
Even saw the video where they went to the palace. Yes.
The video is on YouTube. Go there, go and watch it.
Yeah, they went to the palace.
All these things now propaganda. You don't have to believe on it. He get this guy with the business of boy.
They went to the palace to plead. They go there.
They have tried to install this thing 2 times.
Exactly. Yeah.
That one happened.
Pretenders.
Last year.
2 times.
For me,
make I finish my submission so that I will know where
finish
I go
my
now.
brother.
Make it clear. Our enemy, where we be, that place be target for Nigerians. See, even before this Obaseki starts, there is this propaganda from. I don't want to use the word Southeast. This man, this senator, what he be named? That man. Where my sister? Yeah, this man. Let me show you name. Remember my sister. This man, he don't they work with Obaseki. He tell Obaseki, say, see, if you feel achieve this thing, then this the ecosystem people go this. I don't forget them for some place. Whether I that place, I don't want to mention name because I get the record. They say I don't want to say they are king because you not mention you not talking a king and I agree. He said the people there agree.
Oh, give me yes, I not get king.
Yes, he said those people agree to join them.
They don't get king.
He said those people agree to join
only
them.
One king, not there for Edo.
So everything where they happen for Edo State, my brother, make I tell you, not be many people they think say na just Igbo na they call no. Even you bad day, only of Ife go watch the video where he talk. For that one of the video where you watch, you go know say all these Yoruba people they see, they still all those ones still get their own side where it come from. The main issue where we get for Edo State, we say, you see that place where we occupy, it did many people high. Now be the problem when you get as a man. As a man, now if you ask him what it be problem now, he go they tell you say, either Edo or Dion, why this one? See, make I tell you, even self, they draw land for it's our own place. So she say their own mentality now to claim land. Don't be say, you understand me? So my brother, all these things what they see, is not possible because that place, even when British came, they talk and they say when they even use true gele, they don't see it just for grant. Now what did they document? When he go court ruler. Even Jonathan was the president. You know what Jonathan talk? He tell he drop people. He say he can't follow Benin Kid or drag land. That's what he told them because when Jonathan was in power, they think
they can use that power. Take get what they want. What they
They
want.
want to settlement to their own.
Yes.
And that's politics.
Jonathan now called them. He now said, see, you can't fight land with Benin Kingdom. He even make parable to they say, even that place where they did for data, if Benin want follow the drag land for Asaba, you will first follow them.
Nobody just say.
Now what is that talk now?
Now we still get down.
Yes, he said if Benin want follow na drag by Asa, they will fit follow na dragon.
Yes,
the job people, they can't apologize for everything. All this video we they see now. Now people, all these ASAP people, now then they post them. What they all for 8 years ago.
Listen, that Okao will be Okao for you. Wait, that chief, that gonna submit paper, gonna give them say Enoge of different communities, Obamuaburu. That Kenapa, that one I said video.
No, exactly.
No, listen. When that man he got body, he wear big long.
That one I said video, partner. That one I said video.
Very listen now. They drag land.
No, that one I check it now. That one I check it, bros.
No, I got one. They no me say they don't know. I agree with you. They want to try. They want to try to use politics. Say use politics. They say whether of it collect time. That is why we the Beninese. That's why I like this Royal Majesty. You see the way he turned them to puppets. You see that issue of artifact. Artifact was gazetted by Buhari. The Oba knows how to get his way. That's why sometimes when the Oba makes a pronouncement, I will just smile. He knows how to get his way. You saw the way Obaseki wanted to do about artifact. They gazetted it. Now that Ishakiri people, when that man, when he said this land, he said it belongs to Ishakiri people. The Benin boys, you have to you know, cross for Benin place, Ishakiri Galand. Yet they want to swallow that guy.
People who give away the
Benin boys. Listen, Benin boys. They don't get job.
Make I tell you the truth. You know what we cool? Now because of this useless governor Obaseki, because it was not in our side.
That is what I said. I said all this thing you are seeing now is the hard work of Obaseki. That if Aso Ngodao had won the election, this thing would have been worse.
Exactly.
That was the reason why they were trying to back them up. But thank God, the ancestors are not sleeping. The secretary to the BTC, or where those people are settlers, they documented that in the Gazette. Thank you.
And Eloghosa.
That is Benin boys play for Lado. Benin boys. I
want to give one solution, one important one. What we need to look for a dosat. See, Epa, this problem of whether na S-men or whether na Fulani, especially
exactly.
There are too many. Before you walk out this one street, you see like 10 houses. I don't know why.
Do anything.
There are too many.
For example, now if you go bypass or Sapler Road, all those and so they
do ọkọ zẹtí iná mo bọgbọ kúta ẹbẹ náà kí ọba rẹ yóò já gbanẹtọ àgbà ẹna ògè mẹtì ẹ bọgẹ ní kàó nìyẹn pinna ẹbẹ náà kí ẹbẹ mẹtàwá they cannot do nothing. They are there on your area.
Senior. See that issue of Hausa for community. Now, very simple thing. The thing is that we don't want to react. We are warriors. every community, every youth in every community, they know their boundary. They know the north, the west, the south, the east. They know. But now because say they want find money, everything now you they find money for community. They know outside, they know where outside there for each community. If they say yes, best today, all of them will move. They are not doing anything because they feel that staying in the bush. Why would they guide the bush when it will not bring money? If they mobilize them now, you see that Rome 16. Not be vigilante, not be community boys. Rome 16. Not be community boys, not be mapper. They don't want to do anything. If they really want to work, that one that no issue.
Even Eloghosa, sorry, even their own self, me not they even they look there like that.
No,
because Hausa is not dragging for power.
Hausa don't be bad people.
They don't even have power. They don't even have anything.
Now they kidnap
just
people. They put them for Hausa
people property. That is only the thing.
Be useless people.
Only the thing where we they look to one to dominate the Edo people. Hausa not they dominate the Edo people. I tell you now the secret. Mama, may I make them understand one thing? Make them they see something. Not be only to drag land. One, when people dominate you, it's finished. One thing, they started marrying your sisters. And you yourself as a man, you started marrying their women to your home. The first thing, now be that one. The first thing, that is Hausa people, they're not the married Benin woman. They're all dead there, like themselves. Yes, but when you look at Igbo, they feel come. They're not like you, but they want to give you belly, make them get that blood. It be like when you come Europe, you're not a way money. Who will marry Igbo? You're dominating here. Area women, but what my hand? When you have the opportunity to give their children space to be a governor, they will treat you the way they want to treat you. That is why we have to love ourselves. We have to multiply.
We are not talking to the Igbos. You don't understand. But the thing is, say, what you be know about the Hausas? Hausa, they don't say, okay, they settle for our place. We give them, if you see them, now you will see them, not them. Now quarter, that day. And they know their boundaries. You understand? Yeah, we are. Look at these people.
Who are the people who is dragging land?
Benin at the America. These are people who want to where a Yosa Lubua. We are not talking about the Igbos. The Igbos are
no.
100% better than the
Isans. I will not burn anything. The Isan people apply to reduce us on your Ogiya.
All right.
Let me tell you the fact. The Yoruba people are trying to change our history near audio. Where market from them. The Igbo people are trying to dominate us. You are right. I know this is. We know. That is the fact. Then we querena. They are not thinking that we are operating now. We know this is. That dog me. If you need plan that,
Edora ni ebo wayida na kan na mi get out here do claim me where here in Yado Igbo they never do that one na if or what work you yari
if you no wait when you go and look at the lot of people we have a lot of videos now. Why are they badging on the royal house? To destroy, to do every day, they are begging in Unia. All those things. I swear, to be. When you decide, what that like? Go and look at far back history.
Where if you sampa, if you go raw, matter we know. We are all right. We are saying the same thing in different ways.
When you partner out mama understand. I think where all these Esa Enogi, they don't know what they go on. They know. It don't be like all these Enogi where they suspend. So
yes, now
that's not their bill for their side because they know what they go on.
I pray make they don't know. For your man, why they don't know before? They know.
Yeah, man.
They know that.
Nobody they no get in this land. Some of the ones in Benin who were suspended. Abasaki told them that with this arrangement now, they will be receiving their money directly.
And now they are not going to the palace to say, "Oh, if I born like you know,
yes.
I will go right. Yeah, soon we are bell. I won't.
The infinity in this generation, next generation, that post will never be given to them again.
At all, never. Why not?
Unless if you favor.
I have a favor every year. Your bag.
Because of money, governor will go stay for 8 years, go come out. You want to compare two will be saying that for infinity.
Aware. Ọba àfiúkú rẹ̀ ló wà tọ́wọ́ ló wáyà dọ́lẹ̀ dọ́yí kò rẹ̀ náà gbọ́ kẹrẹ gí awẹ́ ẹ̀yẹ gbé wàrẹ́rì abáwò àrílà òkùnrin o náà gbọ́ kẹrẹ gí awẹ́ ẹ̀yẹ gbé wàrẹ́rì ẹ̀rù ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀rù dó wàrẹ́rì abáwò àní ọba àríkó wàrẹ́rì ẹ̀rù wùrà ẹ̀rù fẹ́ o.
Let this key.
And I'm a boy again where he went to the above. Wow, understand? So I'm again here now only I do our way, no back bar.
What do
you go and one way up with don't do your man, do you? So I keep that any I went here where here do you I don't know who lay up. Understand? If you know. Si akulia kwa mekpegbe oge ati ege obukani ne na mu emeka nwe go bukani ge jetro ge di ati go kubo gudo kwari ona me do ladi adu avie de vela egbe be me mi akedo ade obanugu somebody of course not them we
obanugu na descendant of Obaiweka a descendant of Obaiweka.
Because why don't buy no good no so like in my buffy a corner way. Ubo good of what I saw in my buffy a corner lua, it in a way. In a way, sick by the other. I was saying the car who walk bell. I will hear about here. Wow.
Now some of these nigga with a suspense so now they make it so to go, but they say that this is so to one now.
I said for 3 days we are Badugu. If I bofia Coleria, the Lugule here, who go by you, about you go, about me and Milan, good tea, about you, good not tea, Yabila, about me, Yahoo, wow, I will go back to there.
Oh, yeah.
I will go back to there, I will go back to you. Or what goes as if you do. And do you see one? Agigwabata ekpe o agwabata ekpe agigwo sa serious yo o agigwaba serious o iwagwaba serious o agigwabata ekpe o yage yaligwabata ekpe yawe wade nedia yale of your no. No man work with guy you know. I have you boy yo.
Very lively.
We'll see tomorrow.
Oh, we tell them they're not here.
You hear me?
We tell them they're not here. We want them they're not here.
They say on our story. When you are bottom like go, and on the very person, Tell it, Bessie, yeah, tell it, Bessie, yeah. Nene mi a wa so ye wa go e wa se pe ye wa do yo pon igwe na iya pe won na ti e do ibi e ka
Eso wa le hin eso wa ri epo yen ide gbe yi lado o wa le hin o lo ba seki if o ba seki lesson ya yo lesson so I be ko
o le o ye tan o a ga ba ti bi e gbo de o we do oh
but ebi e kwe na kini an ba seki wa ya le ma do va ma ve meti bi la dia ve press conference of palo we no be gwan we 1 minute we ge
e ba do gbe lo wo o ma le do ba do we abi bi a we no do la dia press conference
Yala do.
Ẹ wá gbọ́ nípa àwọn fi ẹ̀rí. Ọba ṣèkì iye náà fi àkùnmọ̀ bí abẹ́ ọ̀nà fi àgbu ẹ̀rí àkùnmọ̀ bí abẹ́ o ẹ̀rí àkùnmọ̀ ní kò yẹ ọ̀pọ̀ wọ́n ní alẹ́ ìrìn wọ̀. Ọ̀nà fi àkùnmọ̀ bí abẹ́ ìyá ẹ̀rí láti ẹ̀dọ́ ọ̀pá sàtàmù ọ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀yẹ̀rẹ̀ tán.
Ifu aswe go down my na ti orin ọba. Aswe go down na wa gati kalora je we footballer. Maybe asusu yen on any I don't know okay on ọba se ki doji yen do. He give le.
I don't do. I went to do. Yo.
Edo vibration. O gbara esu bi yo a o we bere di be.
Egbe egwo me o do time wa.
We make bu bi yo a o we do ata na e tu we awolu bi ya o wa awolu bi ya o we be we ko le. Police e be na arrest. Wo wa awolu bi u bi abebe lu gegele la. O boyi. We wa la baby ebode. Ki I don't care. What's that? They are be party. They be le gbo bi. O kedakpo ya ye egbo bi lo ti police ya de. Ebode.
O ma gire ni a. Atu o ma ire wa pa.
Oya, wa ti e ga ba ti o ya mo picture with Davido ba na ye gbese agbe career. Yeah, go. Davido, if you don't take a go kill your career, my wife your board will go. My if you don't know I will drop your career. You never see a issue.
Davido my
now what then why Davido? He be a
give me another student about idea of what to
well, see, you don't know
Mama, Davido, Timari, no.
We then now we are doing a man about to go your body but about not in 6 months time about me although you're about to be such a bit.
Well, see,
I got about to go to video career. Davido is in this now. Why?
Matia, me at your honey, no way pop money, no cool, let's say, no fear go to Davido, no fear Israel, oh, honey, how we are doing here? You might go out of Israel, we don't know. You might go out of DJ, Davio. You might go out of Davido, where Okbera was sick, or your banner.
Israel now, yes, no.
Maybe said I'm where Israel, I'm where Bob, but all who are of your woman at the back bed. I wake here winner. Oh,
one so
he's a will be son of anything.
I will be son of a beggar where I feel give up.
I wouldn't now wait on now be a son of where he's there. Or Mario to do want to be 24 hours and maybe there, no 12 hours here, married.
Oh, Babylon is joining a best. No, I will.
What I feel away? Is anything who say or 10 years say, but to must have already.
When you say, well, I don't know, I will be a coin on Monamovia. But here this journey, near the 40%. 30% because in best side we are all that one we are give Beshilo.
Mawa baby,
what before
also back.
Also back. Also back. Go me no ya we salo boy me. Iko yo ya. Almost the son in the one am you in ya.
Israel attack Akpakomiza. Here the attack Israel.
Iye ne se na ko na.
E to ni o.
Na ba ti ga ya so agbe Davido me so agbe se. Afi e no na we ne se ni are. Ise po ma ga Davido ri sai. O ko aje.
Ebi me ka ikage ina we boy na obi ento ise be na.
Ise ko ma ya wo.
Ebi be ma gba o e wi na ma lo de oke. Mo ma be o wa we popopo. Me no ya we popopo ebi e ma gba e gba se. Ogun aso.
O to ni wa mu jo ki ani o to ni ya bi.
Ya wa lo mo na mu bi ano. Oyi wa be ti lo wa fi o ki.
We na gele temata. Ete Davido tie bati Israel mo egie.
Israel mo egie.
Na wa Tony Davido because already we be argue where with Davido differently. Yen ege Israel mo say ba bati no say ke ne Davido ye wala say ba.
Ise ni no na, ise no.
Davido, he never reach when you take drive that Israel for your body. You know also that bad luck.
Yeah, you can me by no. What we see, I know.
No man in this Israel. Go ahead. He also get it back. Also, what about Hani Kwema?
Women that women that married today. We are more river.
We are mirror you talk. We are mere Biakadi, we are Macbasedi in here, Ibeshiloni, Abe, and also back what else would I give no conceit. We are mere Ibrahim Bokwai.
You can at an away.
I went to again.
I want to make back bay, not by big back bay.
I went to
we are here go London. We're at your bar talk, we're moving about with them. Understand this journey.
Oh,
we're go bar talk,
I want my beer.
Understand them, man. So man, I don't know what they smoke or so I don't man.
No, be a don't man, I say be.
I went about the Waro sending you where you don't do. We have here go give what, but when I move, give a ban or Zuona Yamule, Ligbona,
I don't give a body of a waff in the beer, I feel going like me. Oh,
that's that.
Udano.
Boka can make a you want everything like a can imagine. Yeah, like you all let's say.
Now make me talk and say Davido. We see that Davido, we give you this one as warning. We see that kind of video again, say, oh, you're bad, now you go to follow the do the Zuzu.
Luckily, Livia do Yarivani, or the Aruwe. Man, why worry like Connor? We will never support you again. I told you, what the hell are we talking about? Who you come away from? Why different? We talk by your winner way. Who to bear on a move by your winner way? Why got the bottle and
leave all those people. We'll talk about our own. Me, I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about that because Israel, he wear that beat, wear that Benin chief gown. He can't lead down without.
Can you imagine? He can't lead down for Davido.
Yes. So let us forget about that one.
No, my brother. We need to put this program for another day. We need to warn him.
We need to discuss that.
We need to warn him to stop that nonsense.
Please. I saw the video now. That beat, that long beat.
The thing was so annoying.
When you wear something down, when you put it on, it's a symbol of authority.
And the way it was ringing the bell, it was like Oba. I talk by Oba.
They don't know.
They are
they correct
when you put on that this thing, how can you be leading down when you're putting that shirt on?
Imagine leading that for the video and saying no bad. But we should really talk about this thing and we should stop him because next time that we try, we have to stop him. We have to talk about it. We
should
not shy away from it. Enough is enough. The disrespect is too much already.
We'll talk about that one next time. Even that Ododo Niemuyo and that gown Niemuyo, Israel was not supposed to put that thing on.
Yes.
That's what the BCT talked about. That if you are not if there are some things that are meant for the royal coming now, let me talk. There are some things that are meant for the royal homes. Who has his own for the Oba's wife. Then the chiefs, they put on that this thing, they want the ceremonial sword. Then every journey is for the chiefs. Then that small bead, that round bead, that the neck training. Is for the chiefs. Israel was not supposed to put on this thing. Was supposed to talk less or even major. So that people don't know how to, they don't know tradition. They don't know. I saw it now. I wanted to do a video of it. Let me just leave in.
The old day, Emani, why Instagram me? Why laugh scream because enough is enough. Enough is enough. People should stop this nonsense.
Mommy, let up leave. Go and watch the video. If you watch the video and download it so that they will not go and remove it. I mean,
yeah, I watched it. I saw it last night. I was like, "What am I?" I'm boy and cafe
noise. That is noise.
No bell no sungu. Ni ba bo like but never na go fear na go na fear the bio no bell backbone. And no yagbon don't get the video no bell backbone. No when I don't think why. Oh, but we go back more. I said, okay, now let's see. It is
not you to gamble with our tradition. When you put on that,
it's a better one.
You want to sound on your what's your name? Every sound.
You are born like Bell soon go back more. I get the video and one guy, and the video where we are going to go was a girlfriend who me up with all you know, where it be a who, why more get the video here, Bell back boys, no soon. No, yeah, barrier. It didn't work way. One more day topic because I was in the message.
To let to honor the attires of the chiefs. You were not, first of all, you were not Israel, you were not a chief. You were putting on the attires of a chief and you were kneeling down. So thank you guys. I really appreciate, it was a beautiful day today. I'm so happy to meet you guys, So we've talked about that Okuta. His name is Ezegwe Eratiya. You're right. That old man is right. I'm not surprised that the Igbo want to change it. Or why it's a reverse migration. Well, like what you need, reverse migration.
Oh, why
reverse migration. I'm Okuta. Reverse migration. I know Okuta more than you. I have not been there. I will tell you things that you may not even know is your village. We are here. We watch. People. That's your village. People are from there. They've done documentaries about Okuta.
No, the idiots. He won't tell us saying guesses past their Igwe culture.
The custodian of the tradition.
Can you imagine the nonsense? So we don't. With what I read. Exactly. You know, Eloghosa, when I came here, I didn't even know you were talking about it before. Yeah, then I looked it up. I said, I'll see what you here. I don't share around, but then you told me where Teta I didn't.
Because Lobeto Sunday that brought the idea and empowered.
Exactly.
I even talked about the Ikwere people. I talked about it today now. The Ikwere, the Ekpeye, the Ogba. In that Tabana where they will say Ogba is Ogba boundary. That word OGBA, it is a Benin word. Ogba boundary. And the Ikwere people were not, no, that is not the original name. The original name of the Ikwere people, that is the real name. It's a Benin name for the Ikwere people. It was the colonial administration that changed it. They changed it and gave it Ikwere. So you see some Igbo people will be saying, you speak Igbo, you bear Igbo name, you say you are not Igbo. They said, no, they are not. I gave you the reasons. I gave you the chronological order in which the British and the Igbos on how they wanted to corrupt people from the Benin that has Benin ancestral homes. I talked about it. I talked about colonial administration. They started changing Benin names to Igbo name. Then number two, I talked about regionalization. When they created regions in Nigeria, they now made Igbo to be in charge in the helm of affair. That's number two. I also talked about the Igbo Bible. They also talk about the Igbo language in schools. I talked about it. So these are the ways in which the British and some tribes in Nigeria started changing people's identity, changing people's ancestral homes. They took the land, they changed the people's mentality, they changed their names, they make them to be speaking languages that were not theirs. It is in history books. When you read, you do critical thinking, then you begin to deduce. People are waking up. People know where they come from. Oral history. You cannot deny people of their heritage. From oral history is there to fight back. Oral history. Even in Calais, in Okitipupa, Dahomey, Togo, part of the western Gold Coast Ghana, they belong to the Benin Empire. The history are there. Let them start teaching history. When they start teaching history in Nigeria higher institutions, secondary school, you will see that 99% of what they will say is pertaining Benin. That was the reason they took history away from our curriculum. Before any Igbo man talk about his history, he will make mention of the Benin. Before the Yoruba talk about his history, he will mention about the Benin. No history you will narrate in Nigeria that will not involve the Benin Empire. Thank you guys. That was our last contribution. We'll call it a day. Tomorrow is another day.
Thank you, my brother. We day here tomorrow again. Yeah. But may I go back to this thing? If we say mosquito, the time where Israel they misbehave, you don't see the video not even send. He ignored somehow. Now don't watch that video. He ignored because what he did was very wrong. You understand? So my brother, Eloghosa, may God continue to bless you. I will be here with you tomorrow again. So I was say we long weekend about weekend in our Kalakwa. So
they are part of us. They are part of us. The history was very right.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my Lord. Let lovely. Thank you very much. God continue to bless you. You see how people need when they
all right. Thank you.
Much love. We see tomorrow again.
Before they migrated us as Nigerians, right? Who were these people? Are they one family